a big surprise involving The Fiend will be revealed at WrestleMania 37. When The Fiend returned at the Fastlane pay-per-view, fans assumed that it was Bray Wyatt underneath the costume. But according to a late-breaking rumor, that was not Bray Wyatt under the mask. Instead, it was a different wrestler, and at WrestleMania, fans will find out just who exactly is underneath the mask. And as of right now, the plan is for it to be Brock Lesnar. The reason for WWE officials deciding to have Brock Lesnar pretending to be the burned up Fiend is because they want Brock Lesnar to be a part of WrestleMania, but they want a shocking way to get him onto the show in order to create a truly memorable WrestleMania moment in front of 25,000 fans in attendance. The plan is to have The Fiend and Randy Orton to wrestle a normal match, and Randy will not know the true identity of The Fiend. That is until The Fiend will hit an F5 on him. He and the fans in attendance will realize that it might not be Bray Wyatt underneath the mask. After hitting the F5 on Randy, The Fiend will pull off his mask and reveal that he is Brock Lesnar. And when this happens, there is little doubt that it will truly be a shocking WrestleMania moment. And as for Bray Wyatt, it will be revealed that he was working in cahoots with Brock Lesnar in order to get revenge on Randy Orton for setting him on fire, as Bray is still recovering from his burns. Drew McIntyre takes on Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 37. Fans were surprised when the Hurt Business broke up on Raw recently, and it was revealed a few days later that the reason why this was done is because WWE officials are afraid that Bobby Lashley will get cheered at WrestleMania in his match against Drew McIntyre, because the Hurt Business has been presented as babyfaces on many different occasions in the past year. WWE desperately wants Drew McIntyre to get cheered in front of the 25,000 fans in attendance at WrestleMania 37, because the current plan is for Drew McIntyre to defeat Bobby Lashley and win back the WWE Championship. WWE hopes that Drew will finally get the big celebration that he didn't get last year, and he will be cemented as one of the top stars in WWE. The winner of the Sasha Banks vs. Bianca Belair match has been leaked. Sasha Banks is now more popular than ever, and many fans believe that WWE should keep the SmackDown Women's title on her. But WWE officials truly believe that Bianca Belair is the future of WWE, and she'll become an even bigger star than Sasha Banks, no matter whose side you are on. One thing is true, this match has garnered a lot of mainstream attention because of how groundbreaking it is for many different reasons. And because of this, WWE is currently considering making it the main event of Night 1 of WrestleMania, and it will mark only the second time a women's match has been a main event at WrestleMania. According to a behind-the-scenes leak, Bianca Belair is scheduled to win the match and become the brand new SmackDown Women's Champion. And as for Sasha Banks, she will take time off to film new episodes of The Mandalorian. A shocking moment is planned for WrestleMania 37. Braun Strowman will be facing Shane McMahon in a steel cage match. Shane McMahon surprised everybody a few months ago when he returned, and Shane immediately started a feud with Braun Strowman, and the feud so far has been very strange. From Shane McMahon forgetting his lines during a promo and Braun Strowman getting slimed, the feud could end up winning the award for Worst Feud of the Year. But WWE is hoping to avoid that award because they have a big plan for Shane vs. Braun at WrestleMania 37. During Shane vs. Braun Strowman will escape the cage and win the match, But then Shane will attack Braun and lay him out on the announcer's table. And then Shane will climb to the top of the cage, where he will do a flying elbow onto Braun Strowman and crash through the announcer's table. WWE officials hope that this moment will be so memorable that fans will not criticize the quality of the match, and it will not win any worst feud or worst match awards. A current big name AEW wrestler will be making a shocking appearance at WrestleMania 37. A massive news story broke last week that former WWE superstar and current AEW wrestler Chris Jericho will be appearing on Steve Austin's Broken Skull Sessions, which will air immediately after WrestleMania 37 on Peacock and WWE Network. There have been many reports circulating about the reason why Chris Jericho decided to do this interview with Steve Austin, but there is a breaking news report that has revealed that Chris Jericho has left AEW, and he will be making his return to WWE at WrestleMania 37. The plan for Jericho's return is for him to be added to the Universal title match at WrestleMania 37 at the last minute. Chris Jericho's return will surely be one of the most memorable moments of WrestleMania 37 weekend, but the most shocking moment of them all will happen when Chris Jericho becomes the new Universal Champion. The reason why Chris Jericho has decided to return to WWE is because he believes that AEW is falling in popularity, and he also doesn't like the fact that he is currently involved in a mid-card storyline with his faction, the Inner Circle, against MJF's The Pinnacle. And there are also rumors that Jericho's deal with WWE is for a part-time role, where he will appear on TV shows and pay-per-views around 20 times per year, so he can spend more time with his band Fozzy. These amount of dates will be much less work for Chris Jericho, because he usually appears on AEW Dynamite every single week. What are your thoughts on The Fiend being unmasked as Brock Lesnar and Chris Jericho returning to WWE? Leave a comment and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you don't miss our next video.